The McRib is like a season. Turn, turn, turn. It comes and it's glorious and wonderful and you savor it. Then one day it's gone. And you're just back to your fillet of fish, if it's Lent. I don't eat that thing unless it's Lent. Or you got your chicken nuggets, or you got your Arch Deluxe, or McChicken Drum, McPizza. I don't know, they change it up. But there's no way to really add anything to a McRib to improve it, except for maybe a couple fries, Primanti style. That's delicious. But I think I may have reimagined the McRib. Typically a supper food, I found other ways to eat it through the day. The KMDT way. And you know what we do when we kick it off about this time every time? We do this. There's an old adage that you shouldn't eat from the company dumpster, which I find confusing because for a long time I used to work at a Philly steak place and that's where the best meat went at the end of the night. Don't ask me why, but I digress. So there's another old adage that you can't improve upon perfection, and if there's one thing that I find to be darn near perfect, it is the McRib. Tangy, tasty, real pork. Tempted? Question mark. Probably not if you're vegan, but I'm no pescatarian. I like to dig into my McRib any way I can, and there's just grill marks and onion wedges and pickles flying everywhere, and then I get on your computer, and I'm on your computer, and I'm typing, and I'm looking up fantasy football and wrestling, and I got greasy keys all over your computer, and you say Murph, and then I come in and I got all that rib juice around my mouth, and I'm so adorable, you just say, get the hell out of here. But anyways, the McRib is awesome in and of itself, but there are other parts of the day where you're like, I could use a McRib, but it's breakfast time. And that comes, it's the most important meal of the day. And I know what you're saying, what a waffle's got to do with a McRib, Murph? McDonald's is so proud of the fact they have all-day breakfast. But if you knew this little food hack, you'd have had all-day breakfast long before they rolled out their campaign. I'm going to put this aside for right now because it may get a little dirty and I may need that for my hands. But if you've been paying attention to the trades, as I tend to do, and by the trades I mean the USA Today, because they always just got big ads for McDonald's in there, they've just added the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, or the McGriddle family. That wasn't always on the all-day breakfast thing, and people had a fit. They're like, I want my McGriddle. Well, this is a McRib, if I can just figure out this toaster. Editing. This is a McRib, it's expired, that'll be another week. Inspired by McDonald's own McGriddle. What you want to do is, you want to peel out your McRib. Now you can leave the onions and pickles on, I'm going to, and you put it on your waffle. And I know what you're saying, that's great and all, but it doesn't seem like a well-rounded breakfast. Well, that's where your Greek yogurt comes into play. And the thing about Greek yogurt is, it's always kind of congealed and sloppy and all over the place. So you gotta just get all that good extra Greek yogurt off the lid, give her an old whipperoo, make sure there's lots of shakings and juice coming out, and you want to, ever so graciously, make sure all those holes are filled. All those holes are filled. It's like spackling. Which, this will put you to sleep. If you got a spackle, you don't want to eat this, because especially if it's hot out, there's a lot of creamy yogurt in here. But that is your McRib, McGriddle of doom. And that is a well-balanced breakfast, son. Ha ha ha! That's not going to be for everybody. But you got your nice pork, you got your waffle, and you got your Greek yogurt. That is 3 of your 6 food groups. You also have French fries. Those are considered an additive because they're not made of real potatoes and they're 90% grease. Ask for that at your local McDonald's. You probably won't get it. Buy a McRib, stick it in your fridge. You got breakfast. And I know what you're saying. Breakfast is fine, but I always get hungry for a little lunch. Can't I just eat a regular old McRib for lunch? You could eat a regular old McRib for lunch. You know what another great lunch is? The tuna melt. And I want to just flake out a little bit of tuna here. All that good tuna. Tuna everywhere. Now, I know there's a great debate over which is better, Miracle Whip or mayo. I say as long as it's white, tight, out of sight, you put it in your tuna, baby. Unless it's that Greek yogurt, and then you just want to leave that alone, unless you're a real exhibitionist. But the nice thing about tuna is, it's chock full of omega-3. But I question if it's a real meat, because unlike the McRib, it doesn't have grill marks. And I like to have grill marks and fake bones in my meat. So you get that all whipped up. You're going good. McRib number 2. Pop that puppy open. And again, it's your standard, run-of-the-mill McRib. But it's like steak and lobster go together great, okay? And peanut butter and jelly go together great. I say tuna fish and the McRib go together great. And if you're out on a work site, you got this McRib, you don't want this tuna fish to go bad, you just put 2 and 2 together and you get yum. But I know what you're saying, Murph, baby, a tuna melt has cheese on it. And I say, God bless America, because if it doesn't have cheese or bacon added to it, you're not doing it right. And if it's got both, you're doing it right. And by it, I mean giving yourself a coronary. Because we put tuna and cheese, or well, I put tuna on everything. But we put bacon and tuna on everything. You get the idea. So here's your happy new, look at that, it's good enough to be on a commercial, baby. It's like Mayor McCheese. If he had his little eyeballs here. Hey everybody, it's me, Mayor McCheese. And I'm about to go with Murph's stomach, minus the fork. So we get rid of that fork, and we keep our handy fry. Our fries should always be available. You should always have that with any variation of the McRib. I think that Miracle Whip may have gone bad. But the pickles and the onions are masking it quite well. There's no denying the fact that this is very tangy, and there'd be no telling if it was bad. Between the tuna, the mayo, the barbecue sauce, the pork, the onions and the pickles, it is very tangy. This is probably the tangiest thing I've ever put in my mouth. And one time I ate a lemon that was married to a lime that gave birth to an orange. It tastes incredible, but I can't really tell if it's gone bad. I digress. So, we've had our breakfast, we've had our lunch, and it's already been stated that the McRib is the perfect dinner. I think McDonald's would be on board on putting all these on their menu, but they also like sweet treats. And is there a sweeter treat than fluff, and a Hershey bar, and a graham cracker? And unless you were born on the planet Zoltar, you know that those are the ingredients for some more delicious food. And I think you know where I'm going. We're about to have some more McRib. This is the perfect dessert, and you will not be eating it in the conventional way. A McRib comes on a bun. Your bun, for all intents and purposes, will be these graham crackers. From there, you will take one gluten-free, made from farm fresh dairy milk, only 220 calories. If God came down to this earth and fed you the perfect superfood, it would not be this Hershey bar, but they're trying to make it seem real healthy by mentioning that it's gluten-free. Like, I'm really on the fence about gluten. Like, I hear some of these things, it's like, oh, Fritos, gluten-free. Oh, Hershey bar, gluten-free. Oh, crap cereal like Smacks, gluten-free. If gluten-free means it keeps it in the wrapper all funky, then I'm on board, because that seems to be the case here. Alright, so now you got your typical s'more makings. I can't tell if that was Greek yogurt or mayonnaise. They kind of taste the same. But I'm going to clean this really good so we don't have to throw the fluffer nutter out. This has been cleaned by soap and water. That's the name of our dog and our cat. We just put it down there and they lick it. Cleaned by soap and water. I actually lifted that from an old Dear Abby thing. Shoot me. They can't all be great jokes. Sometimes they come from old newspapers that I have hoarded away in the garage. Get off my back. That's really sticky. So now, every s'more needs a marshmallow component. And it's a good thing we have but one McRib left. You've had your dinner. You've had your breakfast. You've had your lunch. Now, you have your just desserts. As you come with the McSmore rib. That's a lot on the mouth. I'm not gonna lie, it crunches and then it squishes and then it gets sticky, but it's still delicious and nutritious, just like everything else in this video. And we're finding you new and exciting ways to eat every week here on KMDT. Just subscribe to all of our social media. Ken Murph Do This on Facebook, at Ken Murph Do This on Instagram and Twitter. Send us a Gmail, ask for a sticker or a fabulous new recipe. I'm going to go through all my grandma's old recipes and see that mine are nothing like hers and they should be separated permanently and forever. But I digress. Get a sticker through kenmurphdothis@gmail.com. You can look at all of our food ventures and fun. You can look at all of our reviews. Give it a minute. YouTube doesn't like those bubbles too close together. So look at all of our reviews and tune in next week as we get in the Christmas spirit for the whole month of December. It's going to be wacky fun, Christmas Hanukkah style. We're going to be representing all the holidays, even Boxing Day. We're going to punch somebody in the nose, or we're going to put something in a box, or we're going to do something with something. But that's all December long. Everybody's back to work now. We're going to kick off December with a bash. And, oh yeah, don't forget, last week we showed you what to do with your Thanksgiving leftovers. If you still have leftovers at this point, throw them away or send them to the address in the comment section below. Until next time, for the McRib, ba-da-da-da-da, I'm loving it. I'm Murph, and I'll see you next time we do this.